Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, and thought I'd go through some sales this morning. Why not? I'm not at a boot fair. So what I normally do, or try and do on a regular basis, is look at a 2 week span. So this is, because I'm a little bit behind, this is the start of September 1st to the 15th. I get all my orders on eBay, I sort them by price, and give the top 10, which is always nice to see. I have done sort of bottom 10 before versus top 10, but it's pretty boring showing you like £2 items. So yeah, September was pretty blinding actually. Very good month. Started off very well. October's not been too great, but there you go. You've got to keep at it. But without further ado, let's just crack on, and I will try and remember what I paid, etc., and tell you a little bit about each item. Right, nice bit of vintage Action Man, eagle eye, beard. I mean, it's got it all going for it, hasn't it? And with a very nice uniform. Now, I don't know a lot about uniforms and what is worth the money. I know there is a website. I've got a link to it. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description. But if you Google Action Man, things I check on these is obviously the condition. Are all the fingers there? This was in just absolutely fantastic condition. Now, I bought it with a couple of other bits. I bought it with a Lone Ranger doll, which is coming up in a little bit in the top 10 sales. And I think I bought it with a Starsky and Hutch Corgi car as well. And I think the whole lot cost me 40 quid or 35, 40 quid. And I was a bit like, and it was one of the first things I bought at the boot fair as well. But I was fairly confident that this was going to get, you know, at least sort of 25, 30. And then when I looked it up, I just thought, well, let's go for it. Let's go for 50. And it got it. I mean, just the condition sells it. So yeah, £50, all right, really. So in terms of what I bought it for, you know, you probably could split it down and say it cost me about 10, 15 quid maybe. It did seem like a bit of a chance, but well worth it. The next one, let me close this one down. I've got this thing where I've got about 10 windows open, so it could suddenly go all wrong. Am I still here? Here we go. Oh, that worked. Now, I've had these before, and sold at this price, 40 quid is sort of what I sell it at. I think the other one I had a remote control, so I may have gone a little bit higher, but Cambridge Audio is a good make. When I had this before, I do remember it actually, it was weird because the little kind of box that it's kept in, the controller panel had fallen back from it, and I just ended up hot gluing it in, and you know, it wasn't screwed in or anything. It was very weird, and a lot of people were saying use certain sort of glues, but yeah, I hot glued it and it sold it, and the person got it and they were happy. This one, I bought it for, I think I bought it for 15. I'm pretty sure it was 15, which seems a lot of money for a CD player, but knowing in my head that I've sold it before, didn't have a remote control this one, but you know, I told it before, and I knew it would sell, and I knew I could get 40 quid for it. You know, when you have that kind of guaranteed 15 to 40, it's always a way up between, you know, I obviously like buying things, well, I mean, I obviously like buying things cheap and selling them high, but if you do have to pay out, there's obviously less of a return on investment, but if you're more guaranteed a sale, so you know, it's always weighing up that, okay, well, you know, I love to buy things under a fiver and sell them for over 40, but I might have to buy something for maybe 40 quid. You know, say I don't know, say if there was a console out there like a Nintendo that, you know, a SNES, and someone's selling it for 20 quid or 30 quid, but you know you can get 50, 60. Now you're only doubling your money, but you're almost more guaranteed the sale, which is the important thing to keep stuff sort of ticking over. So I normally have a mix of both. I'm probably more towards the you know, I'll buy things cheap and sell them high, as you'll see later on in this, because when you get that sale and it's it could be like 200 times what you paid for it. The more you can do that, the better. But you do need those more guaranteed sales that maybe only sort of double your money or whatever. So, and this is one of those. So, cost 15, sell for 40. So, you know, about one and a bit times what I paid for it. But it's still a good sale. This one, normally I find with the higher value items, you're going to have less of a return on investment. But I think that's just normal, really. And this one cost £20. This was bought at the Hook Road Arena, and the lady who was selling it had a whole bunch of cameras. And I remember Luke, who I go to boot fairs with, he's pretty up on, you know, cameras and stuff, knows a bit about them. And I was talking to him about it because we were looking at them at the store. So £20 does seem high for just a lens, but well, we looked it up, and you know, maybe I could have got a bit more of this. Maybe I could have got 50 quid, but it sold quick, 20 to 40. Again, once you take in fees and everything, you know, it's less than doubling your money, but it's still good turnover. Right, this is the Lone Ranger that I got with the Action Man and the Starsky Hutch car. And yeah, just a lovely, you know, I saw this is the first thing I saw, and I just thought, you know, how often do you see that? And it was from, you know, I don't know if it was a dealer, maybe it was a dealer, but he wasn't a silly dealer, you know, he wasn't giving me eBay prices. And I thought someone will want that. Someone of, you know, my dad always goes on about the Lone Ranger. I don't remember it, but I just thought it was a really nice thing to look. I mean, surprisingly, there were quite a few on eBay, and you know, it's not like it was a really, really rare thing. So if you really want one, you'll get one eventually. But it wasn't too difficult to look up a kind of price on this. And I think I went, you know, at the high end, because even though there was some on there, it wasn't like loads and loads. And you get different ones as well with, and this one was quite a rare one. So yeah, it was a good sale. Again, I would say I probably paid about a sort of, in terms of thinking about the bundle, probably paid about 15 or maybe 20 quid for that. But to get a £60 sale on it is not bad at all. Like that one, you know, occasionally you get an item that you think, you know, it's not a Wii or it's not a I don't know, pair of trainers or whatever, and you know, even though Lone Ranger isn't my thing, I'm kind of like Star Wars, I could appreciate it for what it was. Right, here's one that everyone knows about. A Mike Tyson card. And this classic example of everyone talking about this and tanking the price. So when people were first noticing these, you know, there were a couple of sales there for like, I think it was a 200 and a 180, but then everyone was on it, and it's like vroom. And I got these probably just before everybody started really going on about it. It was a bit like the Little Britain things, and of course you can't stop it, and you can't really moan about it, but it's just something for everyone, I guess, to be aware of. It's if you've got this and you haven't sold it yet and you're going on about it, you're shooting yourself in the foot. But if you've got it and you've sold it and then you start going on about it, then you're not really helping people. You're kind of tanking the price for everyone else. But you know, it is. I'll probably get a few comments on that. You just got to, I don't know, I suppose you've just got to be sensible with it, really. I heard about these from another reseller who they didn't want it out in the public, and I kind of respected that, and you know, I knew what would happen through experience of, you know, if everyone starts talking about it, then it's no good to anyone. So in terms of price, I mean, obviously I did think, oh, it could be 100 quid, you know, might get that, but I could see where it was going, and I just wanted to get in and out quickly. And I've actually sold two of these. One of these will be in my next sale for the second half of September. I'm not Excuse me. I'm not too sure what they're selling at the moment, and I mean I was perfectly happy with this price. It's £2 to 65. It's fine by me. I could have got it graded. It was in excellent condition. Looked like the cards had never been kind of, even though the game was totally beat up, the cards looked like they'd never been out of the box. So yeah, I mean more than happy to get that. Fantastic, fantastic flip. Next one. Now I do love my mini discs, and this was a nice little unit. I think I got it with speakers as well, and I would have sold the speakers separately, and I would sell the speakers for around about 20 quid. I would have bought it originally for sort of 15-20 quid the whole lot. So normally the speakers cover the price of the wholesale. You do get a lot of these that don't work. If they don't work, you can maybe sell them for 20-30 quid. So if you sold the speakers for 20 to cover your purchase price, you're still making 20 to 30 on a unit that needs repair. But if they do work, you're probably looking at sort of 70 quid, around that ballpark figure. Of course, do check the model. Some models are going to be more sought after than others. But yeah, normally you get a read error on these, and I suppose you could try and fix them, but I've never been able to repair one. A little bit too advanced for me, so but people love them. People do love mini discs. Right, what we got next? Oh, this was pretty handy. I picked up about 9 or 10 combi units, and paid. I think I paid a tenner for each one. And I've sold a few of them, sold about 2 or 3, and it's pretty much covered the cost of the whole purchase already. So yeah, this is a £10 to £80 flip. I think I've added postage on top of that. Let me check. Yeah, it's £10 postage on that, which is pretty high actually for me. But I think I'd normally set my Hermes at 6.49, but I think I realised that sort of 2 to 5 kilograms is, I think it's £7 or £7.99, so I wasn't covering it really, so I just whacked it up to £9.99. You know, if I think I do postage policies, but I haven't changed my policies, so I just edited the postage for the individual listing. But yeah, it didn't have a remote control, but it was tested, and it had a few scratches as well. But these, I don't think I'm giving away any secrets. You know, if I'm saying that a VHS to DVD combo is a nice thing to get, and like I say, if you can get it at the right price, it always will flip for this sort of price, for a fairly good make. I do love Le Creuset, and so do a lot of other people, and this one was picked up for I think it was £30, so seems quite expensive buy at a boot fair, but 5 times the price to flip it, and the postage on top. Was in lovely condition, and these big ones command a price, and if you can get them in volcanic orange or blue, you're doing well. So yeah, that was nice. It took a little bit of time, but only a couple of months really, and people will buy them. And again, I've got another Le Creuset which went for even more, which is in the second half of the month, so I'll be showing you that maybe sort of next week or so. But yeah, always worth holding out for. There'd be a range of prices on eBay. Could be a thing you sort of buy off eBay and flip back on. I don't tend to do that a lot, but yeah, it might be worth doing a search on the Creuset, see if you can pick any up cheap, and flip them back. But yeah, lovely sale. Harry Potter, £200, amazing. You wouldn't think it, would you? I used to sell these sets at £70, and it was Shelster Rooney who put me onto the fact that, you know, you're underselling these. So what we're talking about here is they've all got dust jackets, they're all Bloomsbury, and they're all in good condition. Now, like I say, Shelley told me that you've got to be looking at 150, no matter, even if it's like not brilliant condition. Yeah, I'm not talking about like rips and writing and tea stains all over it, but even if it's, you know, in a red condition, go for 150. And I had a set probably about sort of like coming on 6 months ago. There was absolutely mint, and I thought, well, if you can get, good condition, £150, I'm going to try and get £200 for a little bit beat up. Sorry, for absolutely, I'm going to try and get £200 for absolutely perfect. What am I saying? And lo and behold, it sold. I think it was it to the States? I'm not too sure. Anyway, so I got this set, which again was in very good condition. Apart from that, the Philosopher's Stone had a tiny rip in the dust jacket, so it was just slightly worse than the £200 I set before, sold before. I thought, well, I'll give it a go, and yeah, it sold. I can't remember whether I took an offer on these. If I did, it wouldn't be much less. I don't think I did, to be honest. I think they sold for the 200 as well. I should check out whether these went on offers or not. It is a bit naughty of me. Generally, if I do sell on offers, it's within about 10% anyway, and that one would probably be 190 upwards, so it wouldn't be mega amounts less. I'm not giving it away. And we're on to the last one. I keep worrying that I'm shutting down my filming window. But this was a boot fair pickup, and I said at the start, sometimes I might be paying sort of 15-20 and selling for 40, but sometimes I pay under a fiver and I sell for mega amounts, and obviously that's what I like to do. And I paid £5 for this, and it had the remote with it as well. And to get a £5 to £250 flip is pretty nice. It doesn't happen all the time. It rarely happens. I kind of look at my store at the moment and I think, what is the next £250 up? And I don't think I've got one really. So this is the good bit. This could be the best sale in like 6 months. So don't take it that this happens all the time. It doesn't. There's plenty of stuff that hasn't sold and plenty of stuff I'll get returns on. And also this went to someone with zero feedback via GSP, and in actual fact when I listed this, I was on a listing challenge and I tested it, but the video heads needed cleaning. So what I did was, I was thinking I'm going to list it for 200, and I thought, well, I want to get it on for this listing challenge because I had George Ross and Nick Hills and Derek Payne all listing away, and I thought I need to get my my values up here. So I thought, well, what I'll do is, instead of listing it at 200, I'll list it at 250, and it will never sell, but I'll still have it as a listed item. What happens? It sells. So I had to open it up and I had to clean the video recorder heads, which is quite an easy thing to do, but I worried about, oh, what if I muck it up and break the thing when it's already sold? So there was that worry, and also the worry it was going to Latvia or somewhere, and you kind of think, oh god, going to £250 item ended up in Latvia. Yeah, but it was via GSP, so there was that kind of insurance there. Anyway, it got there, it was fine, it sold. £5 to £250, best sale of the month, can't complain. So that's a lot for the first half of September. Like I say, I've got a boot fair tomorrow, so hopefully go and get some more goodies. I've not been to a boot fair for absolutely ages. I've kind of generally been doing a lot of housekeeping work and doing my accounts and tidying up and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I look forward to getting some new stuff in. Really, it's amazing how quickly, when you're not getting new stuff in, you kind of think, I'm stuck with all the old stuff and how on earth is it going to sell? So to keep that sort of freshness in the store, I'm looking forward to doing that and continuing that through winter, because that is the most difficult time. My Rosehill boot fair has ended now. Hook is going on for maybe another couple of weeks, but don't know what the weather's going to do. There'll be no jumble sales, which is normally sort of where I go to get stuff over the winter period. So yeah, got to sort of think outside the box and think, how am I going to keep stuff going? And I'm also focusing on making sure that all the other old stuff that I've got has sold, and that's my sort of routine of going through things every 6 months, and that's working really, really well. I really like that. So I advise sort of anyone who just has a sort of pile of stuff to sort of chunk it down into areas. And like I say, I do mine by the week it was listed, so I'm looking at stuff every week and looking at stuff from a while ago every week. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, do click the like button. Do subscribe if you're not subscribed. That'd be great. Subs are going really well, so that's fantastic. And do share. I'm not too sure how you do that, but try and do that anyway. Anyway, for now, take care, and I'll see you later.